And there we are, 23 times combo. Come on, 24. Still half a lap to go. 25 times combo. Hello everybody and welcome back to the Traxion channel for the 23rd episode of my Race Driver Grid World playthrough. Although for me, this is kind of episode 23B because, as you can imagine, there's a finish line. Oh, this is going to be the best score ever, surely. Now this time the capture issues were worse than ever before when I first tried to attempt to film this episode, so I lost lots of different captures. It wasn't just one video file, it was multiple. I think it was 4 or 5 in the end. But thankfully, I did manage to catch a little bit of the initial recording, which I will come to shortly. But in the meantime, I am going to basically try and redo what I did in the previous recording, but hopefully this time on screen. So yeah, let's jump in. Okay, so I should probably fill you in with where we're at. So, last time out, or this time out for you guys, I tried out the Drift GP Championship on the Global Racing League. Now, as you can see, I managed to take home a gold trophy, but it wasn't easy. The first thing I did was buy a Nissan Silvia, which is a car one of you guys had recommended me buying in the past, so I purchased myself one of those. It took me a little bit of time to get warmed up and get used to things. I got knocked out in round 2 on my first attempt, but thankfully, when I went back to it for the second attempt, I managed to nail some good runs. As I say, scored very, very high. I actually scored 6 million in one of the rounds. 6.332 million, and I took home the crown. So it was by far and away my best drifting performance yet, which is of course exactly why I lost all of the recordings. Typical. So my new goal is going to be to redo the Drift GP Championship for you guys, try and take home the gold again, and try and hit a score of 6 million once again. To give myself some closure, to know that I can actually do it consistently. The Silvia is an amazing car for this, so it should be okay. I think I'll manage it.
It's all about being sideways on the corners. You score higher when you're drifting fast and long.
Okay, I'm up against Yusuf in the Mazda RX-7, who I took on in the first round of both of my previous attempts that you guys didn't see. So we're going to see how we get on with that. Let's go for the chase cam for drifting. Now, this drift event takes place around Shibuya, which is a track we haven't really drifted around before, but trust me, it is phenomenal as a venue for the sliding, just because the corners flow so nicely from one to the other. Now, the trick for me in this was to basically carry as much speed as possible and be much more smooth with my steering inputs. I was trying to get less sideways action and essentially just let the car do that for me. So instead of trying to force the car, force the angle, I was just kind of driving around slightly sideways, and then the car would naturally usually slide out a little bit more than I intended, and that was working quite well. As you can see, fairly comfortable start. We're already up to a 5 times combo. Now the actual track layout specifically was different from the first attempt to the second attempt, so I think it's a different track again this time, so this is unfamiliar, which at least is good. It's a new challenge. But yeah, for me to score 6 million in one run, I'm going to have to reach a 25, 26, maybe even 27 combo, because that's what I managed yesterday when I did this. Don't want to lose this one though. That's pretty nice. Going to be a decent combo to end things. 2 million. Okay, so a solid start. That should definitely see us win this battle, because the AI are scoring pretty low in this, based on my experience last time. So there we go. 2 million and a big win for round 1. Okay, there is my opponent for the second round. It's Takahiro Ueno in the Team T&E car. Let's see how David Dempsey got on. Now, I should mention this as well. On the previous attempt, David Dempsey got knocked out in round 1 every single time. Is it going to be any different this time? Yes, it is. David Dempsey's made it through to round 2. Maybe I could end up meeting him in the final if he kind of gets his act together.
Now for the quarters. We're just 2 runs away from the final.
Okay, let's do this then. Toyota Soarer is our rival. Now, of course, it's worth remembering I have got no restarts, no flashbacks, so I need to nail it first time. If I don't, I get eliminated. That was terrible. Try and be smooth again with my inputs. It's also really difficult to get the car close to the bollards, and sometimes what I was finding is even when I was close to them, I wasn't actually getting the points for it, which was very frustrating indeed. That's another terrible drift. Only 31,000 points in total. Keep momentum going, swinging from corner to corner. It's all about keeping that combo alive. Don't hit any walls. Once you get in the rhythm, once you start dancing from one corner to the next, it is hugely rewarding. Just kept it there. Up to times 12. Oh my goodness, that was too close for comfort. And that's it. 13 times combo, 1.7 million points. It's not going to see us reach the heights that we did last time, but it should still see me safely through to the third round. This car is by far and away the best car I've had for drifting so far. Nice through there, keep it going. Nice double apex. Into the final corner. We've got another times 11 combo, so this will be a decent score once again. 3.3 million, so a little bit of a jump from the first one, but still a long way off what we can do. Once again, my rival's nowhere near, so yeah, the final drift competition in the whole game is actually a lot easier than you might expect. It's definitely easier than I expected. Okay, second round victory, and we're up against Rhys Millen in the Red Bull Pontiac in the semi-final. Now, David Dempsey, did you make it through to the other semi-final? Oh no, he got knocked out. They actually scored a lot higher points than my rivals have been. They both scored 1.2 million, so Dempsey unlucky not to make it through, but it was Kumakubu who did make it through. Right, let's go on with the semi-final. There's Rhys Millen in the Red Bull Pontiac. Come on, let's try and get 4 million this time. Need to make a better start, smoother start, get into the rhythm of the circuit. Beginning to get to know it a little bit now after a couple of runs. Just going to be nice and smooth on the wheel, smooth on the throttle as well, because that is hugely important too. Okay, this has been a good start. Up to times 8 combo already. That, I've lost a lot of speed. I'm going to have to turn back on that one. Just about kept it going though, thankfully. Nicely through that section. Again, just a reminder, this is by far and away my favourite venue for drifting so far. Oh, very close to the wall though. Keep it going, come on, keep the combo going. This could be my only chance to hit that 6 million mark again. $21. Oh no, that's it gone. 3.5 million in the bank though. This one could have easily been 4 or 5 million, but a couple of bad mistakes means we're going to be down closer to, well, we might reach 4 million actually if I can nail it from now to the end. Which I haven't done. 3.7 million. It's still better again, so things are going very well. We're through to the final. Rhys Millen not making a million. It's very easy at the moment. Very, very comfortable indeed. Here's the leaderboard then, and we're into the final. And it is Kumakubu who knocked out David Dempsey, only just, who I'm going to be facing off in the final for Team Orange as well. Let's do this. Okay, Team Orange have the Subaru Imprezas. Of course, that is the car I was drifting before I got my hands on the Silvia. Last chance to match 6 million. Essentially, we've got to get this combo going for the whole stage. I mean, when I managed that score as well, we did have 3 laps. It was a slightly shorter circuit. But I feel like it was a little easier to keep the combo going. Already lost the first one. Seems pretty tricky to get the speed up on this one. There's lots of switchbacks, which makes it very easy, but there's not too many opportunities to really get speed, which obviously makes a big difference to your point scoring. Let's try and keep this one going. We're already at a stage now where if we bank the points, we're probably going to take home the win. Onto the second lap as well. 18 times combo. Oh, I'm in 5th gear. This is not what I need to be in. Missed that one a little bit, but we're up to times 20 on the combo. Keep it going on this little straight. We do a wee switch back here. Oh, very, very wide. But we've kept it going. Commentator's going mad, as per usual. And there we are, 23 times combo. Come on, 24. Still half a lap to go. 25 times combo. I'm still going for that 6 million. Last little section now. I can't afford to lose this either because I will instantly just lose the competition. Oh, terrible. Keep it going. Can we get times 30? Not quite. 9.290 million. Wow. I struggled to even read that number in time, but 9 million points on that drift event. That is so far beyond anything we've ever managed before, so yeah. What a difference. What an unexpected result from that competition. Confirmation then of the final results as if we really need them. John Traxion takes the win with 20 points, with Kuma Kubu in the Subaru 2nd. We've got Ando 3rd in the RX-7 and Rhys Millen in 4th. David Dempsey, I'm pretty impressed by the 5th position result for the Irishman in his drifting debut for the team at least. That's good. Very, very happy with those results. In terms of sponsorship money as well, we have put some new sponsors on the car which you didn't see. But I believe, let's wait and see what kind of income we're making. Every single board is green. It's going to be something in the region of 700,000, I believe. More than that even. Almost 750,000 just from one event from the sponsorship objectives. That is amazing.
Your reputation here will increase quicker if you try a new event.
Carmen having a go at me for trying the event again, but I am now on 6 million reputation as well, so these numbers just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so I managed to successfully repeat my victory in the Drift Grand Prix, and that was where the capture issues stopped. So the stuff that happened after that is still there, and you're about to see my t-shirt miraculously change. Okay then, so before I finish off this episode, I'm going to acknowledge 24 Hour of Le Mans. It's been a long time since I've raced in this, and this episode has been filled with entirely drifting. So I kind of feel like I should take on the 24 Hour Le Mans again and just show you guys some short highlights, but I'm going to try and win it in a car that's not the Audi R10. So I'm going to buy myself a slower LMP1 and try and do it for the little guys. We've got the Courage LC70 and we've got the Creation. We've also got a Lola as well. Interesting. Okay, the Creation is the cheapest LMP1 and I think I love the look of the Creation. So for those two reasons, we're going to try and win it in a Creation. So I'm going to buy this car. It looks very, very good.
This guy's a circuit favorite. Keep an eye on him.
Right. What is probably going to be my last appearance at Le Mans. Hopefully I can go out with a win. Let's go for this bonnet view. We're starting from the pole position, and this time I'm up against Tom Christensen and Pirro. I've got, of course, David Dempsey, my teammate in this race, but the mighty Audi R10s are going to be very difficult to beat. Oh! I've just been hit off into turn 1. Oh dear. Okay, not an ideal start. Back in P14 behind all the GT cars after contact, but plenty of time left. 24 hours, in fact, to get back up to the lead group. It's been so long since I've done this, I'm going to have to try and remember how much I can actually commit through the chicanes. Up into the GT1 field now. Yeah, loads of downforce. I mean, the GT1s aren't that slow, are they, as the two Astons get into each other? I'm flat out right now in an LMP1, and those Astons are pulling away from me. There we go. Thank you. Oh. Don't want a tank slapper at 220 miles an hour. I am so far behind the LMP1 field. I don't even know if I'm going to have a chance at winning this anymore. Power kicks in. That's position 9. Oh, we've got a spinner. That's an LMP2, sadly. Anyway, 8th position. I'm going to have to fully commit if I want any chance of winning this race, so we're going to go absolutely flat out. Through the Ford chicane. Nerve-wracking. Finally catching up to the lead LMP2s. No idea how far. I'm 8 seconds off the lead. Okay, that doesn't sound terrible. But in this game, 8 seconds is a lot. There's more contact in the slipstream. That's going to be 6th position with a few nerves. And David Dempsey's next up. So I think that is us finally ahead of the LMP2s.
Hey, you're right behind me.
I'm not really, am I?
3 days later.
I can finally see some lights ahead. You can see the track just being lit up ahead of me. I see David Dempsey. Oh, that's the grass. Couldn't see the corner. You really cannot see much at all from down here. Someone's been on the gravel. It's probably Dempsey. Okay, there's a couple of cars I can see. I think the Audis are just miles out in front as per usual. But, you know, if I'm being realistic, maybe I can get third.
1 eternity later.
There they are. All of the non-Audi contingent in a big pack. At least I can get some slipstream now. Hopefully Pirro and Christensen wipe each other out. Gonna brake so late here. Hey David, nice to see you. Nice to see you, David. No, that slowed us both up hugely. It was entirely my fault as well, but I really thought that I'd be able to get through there. Cut the track a little bit there, I'm not gonna lie. P5. I feel like it's possible. Like, the pace is in the car. There's so much grip beyond what I'm using. I just don't really have the time to learn that, and when I'm not following the Audis or battling with them, I can't really do what they're doing, so it becomes difficult. I think the start really ruined my race. Doesn't help that I keep hitting everyone. Try and go around the outside of Gunon. Can brake super late because we've got all the grip in the world. Somehow keep it off the gravel.
Careful passing, that's your teammate ahead.
Sorry, David. Sorry. Still side by side. It's literally just a battle for third now.
One more place and you'll get in the top 3.
Come on. We're still side by side. This could go horribly wrong for Rick Racing. Now, ooh, grass.
I'm right behind you.
Just about hanging on. Okay, heading on to what is probably the final lap. We're going to absolutely attack through the Fort Chicane. How far behind are we then? It's going to be like 12 seconds, isn't it?
Third in your class. Well
Yeah,
done.
essentially 12 seconds, 11.7. It's going to be third. That is suboptimal through there. I'd actually gained a little bit of time. I was down to only 9 seconds off the lead. And I'm still ahead of David despite the spin, so, you know. And maybe I will have to return to Le Mans because it's definitely possible. I just need to get it right from the get-go. I actually think you can attack this first chicane more than I was realising, because let me just see if I just fire it in 5th gear. Oh yeah, look at the difference. I'm nowhere near the limits of this thing. The race is going to finish.
On the podium. Well done.
I am going to have to come back to Le Mans sometime near the end, because that is winnable in something that's not an Audi. So I've just watched the replay of what happened on lap 1, and look who it was that I collided with. David Dempsey. To be fair to him, it was kind of my fault. Like, he had some space on the outside, and I kind of squeezed him a little bit, so I'm not really blaming him for it, but yeah, we definitely didn't help each other there, let's put it that way. So that's the end of the season, and I'm P1 in the driver standings. It's a very interesting list though. There's some names in there that I've barely even raced against more than once or twice. Nathan McCain down in 6th, and Rick's got down in 11th, so it's not been a good season for Raven West. In terms of prize money, however, Raven West are up in 1st, whilst Rick Racing are down in 13th, so there's still a long way for us to go on that front.
Here we go. A new season is about to begin.
And there we are, on to season 11. Hello again, I am back from the future, and hopefully you enjoyed that race at Le Mans. A bit different to the other Le Mans races I've had. This time I really had to try and work my way through the field, but yeah, it was good fun, and as I say, I managed to get to grips with the car very well towards the end of that race, so fingers crossed I can still win Le Mans in a car that isn't an Audi. The recording situation wasn't ideal, but it should be back to normal next week, so make sure you keep tuned for that. And of course, if you don't want to miss next week's episode 24, make sure you subscribe to the Traxion channel and hit the notification bell so that the video appears in your inbox on Sunday evening and you can have a nice relaxing time before work starts again on Monday. Thank you so much as always for watching, keep it pinned and have a great day.